This has to be about the greatest camera I've ever used. Remember those words? We say it about every camera that comes out and every new rendition of cameras that come out. And, what's amazing to me is that you can give someone a Canon 5D original and it may be the best camera they've ever used. They could be coming from something older, or it could be their first digital camera. To them, it's the greatest camera ever. I've had a friend that's a photographer that actually models for me, and she does a great job. But she has a camera that's probably 8 years old, and she thinks it's the best camera she's ever used. And the photos that she produces with it are absolutely spectacular. The best camera you've ever used is the one you can afford, that may be new to you, that may be crap to somebody else. But each one of these camera renditions at one time were the best there ever was. And it's like, just because the new camera comes out, instantly many people are like, well, I have to have that if I want to shoot this or that. The camera you have at one time was, or at this time will be, the best camera someone else has ever had. That's what I want to say today. For me, I love this old camera. And it's not that old, but it's still old. And the sensor is, I think, the greatest sensor I've ever used. I love it that much. But to everybody else, this is old. This is, like they wouldn't dare have a 8-year-old, 7-year-old sensor. For God's sakes, no, that can't be as good as what I have now. But for somebody else, and for many others, it is the greatest camera they'll ever have. Most of the old photographers I know, and I'm talking the ones that work in commercial that a lot of young photographers would kill to work in, don't have the latest, greatest. They just don't. They have old cameras, and a lot of them have duct tape on them to hold them together because the cameras work for them and they love them. I have friends that have old Hasselblads. They just don't want to give up. The camera's been discontinued, and their biggest worry is I won't be able to get parts for it, so I better buy another one used just in case this one goes down. And everybody else is, I have to get the latest, greatest gear. So, remember, every time you want to get rid of a new camera because there's something new out, or a new lens because there's something new out, to you, your camera is old and it's not worth anything. To somebody else, they're going to make the greatest pictures in the world with that camera, and it's going to be the latest and greatest to them. That's all I wanted to say today. Sorry for the rant as always. Enjoy your day.